Hey, we have returned with Terra Invicta, and it's time to roll a bunch of hit dice. Let's do it.
We should just do it one at a time so it's not like a mess.
Yeah, to try to keep track of. Go ahead, Seth.
And real quick, Takewees, are you going to do the Song of Rest? That's an extra D6?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll that first because it's out of the way.
Very good.
Why me? Why? Why?
Because it's you, Seth.
I know, but I don't like it.
Roll20 knows that it can make you really mad by making you suffer.
You know what? This is also potentially Vren's last day with the party.
True.
I can get away with using more hit dice.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Let's keep rolling ones. Let's go. Let's do it. I swear, if you can roll another one, go on.
If I roll another one,
do it.
The clip, isn't it?
Do it. Aw, come on, roll 20. You had one job, and it was to make Seth's life miserable. What do I pay you for?
Why are you like this, Caleb? Why?
Because you're like this, and it's fun. How many more hit points you gotta go?
What was that? Can you say that sentence again? I don't understand what
How many more hit points do you have?
I have
How many hit points do you need?
I have 60 more hit points.
60. Very good. We'll get there. 4 hit Yes, it is the clip. It is the clip.
It was so over. It was so back, and now it's so over again.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love it so much.
I'm at 66 hit points out of 114. Okay.
Hey,
Oh my gosh, that was almost
more red.
Wait, how many did I have used so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've used almost half my hit dice. Okay, another 8. How high should I go, guys? Should I go as much as I can? Might as well.
I think
to be fair,
get up to full as much as you can.
I don't think your guys are getting another short rest, right?
That is 1, 2, 3.
Do you
4,
have
5, 6,
can you
7,
cast a
8,
spell again,
9.
Audrin?
The
Rope trick?
roll trick? Yeah.
All right, well, you might be able to do it again. But still, I mean, I don't see much point in being stingy with hit points right now.
I could cast it 3 more times if I needed to.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to leave it at this because I'm at 109 out of 114. I don't think using another one will actually do much. I might just end up wasting a hit die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at 5 hit dice, and I get 5 sorcery points back. So I'm back 14 sorcery points, and I don't think. Do I get anything else back from a short rest? I don't think I do. Do I?
I don't think you get
I
back
don't
spells,
think so.
do you?
Sorcery points?
I get. Hold on, I'll look into that. But okay, I'm good. I'm done.
I'll go next. Mine won't take as long.
Good.
That's why. Yeah.
There you go. Look at those numbers.
Okay, hold on. I might be back at full already. Hold on.
Yeah, you didn't get hit a lot.
No,
Want to
actually,
jump
I
in?
did. But Benedict kept every single time I got hit. He just would
Right,
heal me.
because you were just the extra
So
person.
I was just the
Yep.
extra person. So I would be a lot worse if it weren't for Benedict. But
Mhm.
Do you also get your own D6 for the Song of Rest?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think she does.
Yeah, I'm back at full.
Incredible.
Very nice.
After
Emily, Jordan?
3.
I'll go. Okay. Now we get. Okay, and then all of mine are doubled because I have my parry apt. So that's 20 hit points.
Oh, really? Is that what that does?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We really could take another short rest. Just
Yeah, I
Seth
guess.
can't.
Yeah, I do not get
There
as
we
a
go.
sorcerer anything as a short rest.
Bummer.
Yeah.
I'm good. I get my key points back. I get my action surge back.
Jordan.
All right. Yeah, let's just see how many it takes.
Start with the D6
One.
with a prayer of healing.
Oh, D6 with a prayer of healing.
Or not prayer, but Song of
The
Healing. or
Song of
whatever it
Rest.
is.
Song of
Song of Rest. Totally different thing.
6.
Oh, yeah. Wait a second. Benedict, I think. Doesn't he have prayer of healing? Let me check. I don't know if he wants to spend a spell slot, but
No, save those spell slots.
I'm just going to check.
I just want to let him know he does not want to spend his last spell slot.
Mm-hmm. What is this? No, he didn't prepare it anyway. Cool. Yeah, man. He actually, you know what? I think he might get another spell slot back himself. Feel free to go ahead and roll, Jordan.
Roll the rest. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got the 6 and the 1d6 as well. And then I just get that extra 1d6 that one time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 12, 22.
His
30.
Benedict's level 13. He has a proficiency bonus of +5. Yes, +4. Anyone remember?
Or what?
I think we were figured out last time it was +5.
That's what I thought. Yeah, +5. Okay. He's gonna give himself a 3rd level spell back then. Benedict is with his channel divinity. And then I do need to roll for them, I think, don't I? Benedict and Surge and Seor. All right. What does Benedict have? 35 out of 91. So what does he need? 56 hit points.
I'm back at 91 out of my 92 hit point maximum. Because I can only have a maximum of 92 hit points right now.
Yep. All right, gonna roll for Benedict. Okay, start with the 2. 5. Yes. Give it to me, suffering. 8. 12. 22. There we go. 32. 38. 48. Wait, how many of you? 1, 2. 48. 56. There we go. Perfect. Exactly what he needed. He still got some hit dice to spare. All right. We'll do Surge. Surge has a total of 147. Nope. 120. Wait, did I not do that right? Don't think I updated his hit points. That's not good. I think he had more. Oh, wow. The token is really wrong. That's not good.
That's like Caleb.
I'm very sorry. he should have had 147. His token said that he had 125. That really would have mattered. Oh well.
Didn't
Well,
somebody use a cure wounds on him at some point?
Yeah.
We should just get that spell slot back.
That's what I was gonna say. Is can Benedict get a spell slot back?
I don't know if it was
Sure.
Benedict or if it was.
I think it was Benedict who gave
No,
him the
I think
cure.
you're right. Yeah.
Or no, was it Jordan?
That's why I'm not saying.
I
don't
used the
remember.
potion.
Yeah, I used the potion. That's what it was. I'll give.
I'd rather have
Benedict,
a spell slot than the potion.
I'm gonna give Benedict one spell slot back. That makes sense.
Thank you.
Good compromise.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Surge.
Surge is just realizing he's beefier and beefier than he realizes.
Uh-huh. All right, he is 21. He needs 126 hit points back.
Okay.
All right, we got 8. Oh yeah, I gotta do the prayer of healing. So 13.
Keep calling it a prayer of healing. It's definitely not what Take was
Song
doing.
of Rest. Sorry, yeah.
I'm not praying.
There's like a similar effect that the clerics can do. So my brain. 21, right? 31. 45. 59. 62. 72. 78. 86. How many did I say you needed?
It's
It's 87. It's 87. Sorry, I just realized I have my calculator and I was like, why isn't Caleb listening to me? I'm calculating it.
Oh, you're muted.
I know that I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Sorry,
I don't know how much you said he needed though.
He needed 126. I just checked it again. So how many is that? 87?
Yeah.
87.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll let you add these.
101. 109.
Alright.
And 123.
Nice. He's back at full. Wait, I said 126. He needed, right?
Yeah, but you might as.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
thought you
I'll
said
use-
121.
Well, his hit dice do +5. Don't waste it now.
126 is what he needed. That's fine. I'll give him
Oh.
3. He's 3 hit points shy of his max. It's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, Siori. See, this is one of the reasons I wanted to do the rolling off screen, is because I forgot about all these NPCs too. It's fine. Oh, Siori.
Yeah, but now
I
you got a
don't
clip
think
of me failing rolls a bunch.
That's so true. Oh, you know what? So worth it. So worth it. What is her hit dice? Oh, I don't have it.
That's the name of the clip. So worth it.
So worth it. What is she? What is what? How does hit dice work? So I made the sheet of hers like forever ago, and you know what? I'm gonna simplify it. I'm just gonna say she gets back to full. She only has, and we'll say she uses half of her hit dice because that's about what she needs. I made this forever ago and made it only as an NPC sheet based off of player character stuff, and never made an original player character sheet for it. So, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. She's basically an NPC. Okay, anyway, y'all are in a magic portal made by a rope in the woods somewhere. So, I do think that what happened while you were hanging out in there is, if you so you would have maybe like pointed it towards the base as best you could, so you can get a view of what's happening. I think probably what happens is they send someone in to like check on stuff in there after like enough time passes, and they're like, okay, they're not coming out, and then you see them like send a few guys, support a few poor souls to like look inside, and when like they keep going forward, they're waiting for fire bolts to hit them out of nowhere, and it never does, right? So they eventually go inside and check, and no one's there, so they They start looking around, start scouring. You see some angry pirate captains like arguing about stuff on the deck of one of the ships, and they're sending people this way and that, and they're basically, it looks like they're more or less still on like a partial alert by the time the short rest ends, and they've maybe moved a few people around, like you to different locations and stuff, looking towards the jungle where you guys fled, but nothing else I think major happens exactly. You can't really see the whole base, right? So you don't know exactly what might be happening in other parts of the base, but you see lots of pirates milling about. What do you do when your short rest is finished?
Does it look like there's no people out and about that we can see?
Yeah, like there are a bunch of there are still crossbowmen on the deck of the ship over there.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not as many as there were before, but there's some over there. There's a few pirates patrolling around, basically.
So now they're kind of like shuffled like throughout, like like the deck and whatnot. The
yeah,
bridges.
I'll kind of place them around. Not that you can necessarily see all of them, but
right. But yeah.
So yeah, up to you what you would like to do.
What
your plan is beyond
Good
that.
question. I'm wondering if Anna or Audrin would want to do you guys do your reconnaissance stuff, or
did someone think the word sneak?
Something
now that
like that.
That would be a good idea.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to sneaking around.
Invisibility is a possibility.
Yeah, because I think the rest of us could just stay behind here, so that we were not alerting anybody. But then if they are alerted to your presence, then we just
go in, guns
go
blazing.
in. Yeah, kind of a thing.
Because we still don't know where have we seen the actual base?
So you can see that there's like pirate ships in the trees, right? Like anchored using construction and magic, but it's really hard to see anything going on up there.
Where are those?
Directly above this ship. Oh, sorry, I'm on the GM layer. This one right here.
Okay.
Like above it.
Okay. Through this. Okay. So we can kind of see that that's probably more.
Yeah, most of the pirates are still like on the deck of that ship.
We could.
Yeah, it's hard to get a better sight on anything than that.
I'm just thinking we could definitely stealth around and check it out up. But I'm just kind of wondering at that point.
You're cutting out there, Em.
I think she froze.
We didn't hear any of that. And she's frozen again.
Am I back? Oh no, I can't tell that I'm frozen.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit.
Am I back now?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
We're so back. I'm just concerned, if me and or Audrin go, what would be the plan for getting everybody else there? If we all just don't successfully sneak, kind of what's the point? Because if there's nothing else that we see, I don't know. I can't really tell, if it would be of benefit to even recon this ship versus all just go to do it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, and I totally see that too. I was just
because I mean, I love a good stealth mission.
I know.
I'm just not sure if it makes sense here.
Yeah.
Depends on what your goals are, particularly, and what you're willing to risk to accomplish them.
I guess I was more thinking less of reconning the ship and more the buildings that are around. because there's like a couple buildings and smaller ships. Just kind of like what's on this first floor, and then we go guns a-blazing. But I don't know if that's worth like an invisibility spell slot kind of a thing. I don't know. Or worth you getting caught. I don't know. Thoughts, gentlemen?
I mean, it's like if we send them ahead, we can't catch up. But if we go with them, we might not get very far.
My instinct right now is not what we should do. My instinct is I turn Anna and myself invisible, fly us up to the tippy top of the tower, and try to sneak in and like just go straight to the boss.
Just literally going straight to the top.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Something like that.
Are you?
Sure, you could die.
I mean, like, if we could do that with everybody, great. But like, we can't get unless okay, do you still have ability to teleport at this point?
Yes.
And then if we are able to describe to you a place, can you teleport there? It's just like a less chance that you actually get there. How does that work exactly?
Oh, right. Like if you went up there,
like
describe
if
it.
you went up there.
What if we went up there and stole something from up there and brought it back down to
Or what if Audrey
speed run?
So if you go up there and you steal something from up there and bring it back down, I can bring us right there. Let me double check that.
Yeah, my only concern is that if this place is already pretty hidden, that if they have like an inner sanctum, there's going to be like something against like invisibility there, like people guarding it who, especially now that they know that invaders have come to attack.
And it's been an hour.
Yeah.
And we already know that the ability to scry in this area was less.
Yeah, so that was a fun idea from that perspective, but I don't know if that's really even smart at all.
We could use it to get closer. The thing is that leaves me with one.
Yeah.
Also true.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do have this spell that I'm keeping in my back pocket.
Right. Well, full frontal assault, full frontal assault, full frontal assault.
I don't know. I'm kind of down for this teleportation idea.
Yeah, sure. You could get surrounded.
Actually.
Well, it's just that it would.
Vren wouldn't do it. I don't have a 6th level spell slot left.
Oh.
No, that's okay. Just to break the fourth wall a little bit in a sense. Vren will not do it. Because he's keeping one casting of disintegrate and one casting of teleport. And he can't do that if he teleports.
Unless Audrin commands you to.
Vren can try to lie.
No, because this is something that has to do with Delhi. So this is one way he can disobey. Because there's a thing. He knows he has one mission here. If he cannot save Delhi, he must kill Delhi.
Kill her.
This was the order from Madoc. And so he knows that if it comes to it, he's using disintegrate to kill Delhi and using teleport to get out of there. It is not the way I want it to work. It's just this is stereotypical. This is what my character would do.
Yeah.
And I don't have a way to recover a 6th level spell slot, only up to 5th.
Okay. All right. Well, good thought.
The two questions then are: is everyone going together, or are we sending a scout beforehand?
It is. How long can Audrin be invisible?
As long as he wants. I don't know.
You're muted.
I think it's an hour, but you know what? I'm just gonna click a spell and let you read it. Clicky, clicky spell. Well, I'll click it at level 3 so you can read it at level 3.
Concentration up to an hour. Okay. How many spell slots do you have left?
I have
I know they're not as important for you, but
3 level 2 and 3 level 3.
oh, okay, that's decent. I think if we're doing anything, we should send Audrin and send him invisibly. Oh,
Could send an Audrin and send him invisible.
I forgot I had the stream up on my phone.
no, I think that makes the most sense given.
But I'm just trying to figure out, like, are we having him just scout out what's happening over there? Like,
Just lay out and
Figure
stuff.
out where we need to go.
Yeah, that's true. Like at least knowing like what the direct path is to Delhi might make sense to know. So you're not because if you're gonna have to fight a bunch of people anyway, might as well do it directly towards where you need to go and not like meandering around, right?
Because Vren can fly, Audrin can fly. Wait, actually, can Anna has? Wait, does Anna have wings?
I can have wings for a turn, and it
Okay.
takes a key point.
Okay.
So
I have a potion of flying.
This is starting to sound a little reasonable.
Just everyone fly up.
Then we still have me, Surge, Benedict.
Right, but if there's 3 of us who can fly, we can carry 3 of you.
Well, I mean, the problem then is archers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're not all gonna be invisible. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't be quick with someone joining me on the thing. Is the problem?
Right.
But that's, if anything, sending the way I see sending Audrin for ahead of us invisibly is our best bet.
Jordan looks like he's having an epiphany. No, never mind.
I had an idea for a second. I'm like, wait a second, what about that one spell that I could... Oh, no, I didn't prepare it. Dang it!
Oh. What was the spell?
I was just thinking if we did something like House of Cards to try to block their vision from us.
I have another idea. I can cause a distraction. I can cast Major Image.
Hey, I think three steps here. Jordan scouts. You find the path to Delhi. Vren creates a distraction with Major Image to lead people away, so you have an opening, and then you go for it as hard as possible. That make sense?
Yeah.
Sense to me.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, let's start with Invisible Jordan then.
Great. Let's all fail on the first step of this, so we could just go in and do a full frontal, anyways.
Yeah, that'd be great. So I assume you guys are like some paces into the forest here,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jordan, Audrin's sneaking out. Go ahead, Audrin, and roll stealth for me. I think you had advantage, right? That's how it works.
Can he do? Should we give him?
I will give him a bardic.
Do you regain any bardics over the short rest?
No, I don't, but I have 2 left, so I feel like this is worth it.
This is probably important, yeah.
Because
even if he doesn't need it for the stealth, then maybe he needs it for something else, right?
Right. Yeah. Maybe a investigation check to actually, like
All
I think it makes sense. So I think it's just an extra D6. Yeah, it's just an extra D6 because I'm only a level 4 bard. But something.
Do I have advantage with this right now?
Yes, you do, because you're invisible.
Okay.
That was survival, my friend.
Oh.
Oh, wow. That was not very good. Luckily, I think most people's passive perception is not going to be higher than that.
Might be worthwhile using bardic.
Yeah. If you're going to be going into the very secret, like the inner rooms, I don't know if I would.
The back rooms, you could say.
I don't know if I'd risk an 18.
Yeah, because I would probably use it just to be sure, just at least to try to get over 20.
Boop. Nice, 22.
Okay, 22 is better. That's definitely.
I'm feeling 22.
And it's a good thing you did because there was a creature who had a higher passive perception.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna double check. So
I'm
far
curious.
we had a 20 for a passive perception.
Oh man, I can see Audrin. I'm good. I can see him. I know he's there.
And then yeah, okay. The highest we got, there was another person with 18. So even if that person. No, I don't remember how that works with the DCs. But it doesn't matter.
Attacker works, so I think it would be the perception wins, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because that's the DC you're meeting. Yeah. There might be a specific rule about it in the Dungeons Master, in there somewhere that says differently. Yeah, that's an exception, but either way, I think you're good. At least for anything that's down here. I'll check again when we get higher up. So, what are you doing, Audrin? You just flying straight up? Are you going to check out down here at all? You have an hour to work with.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel
are you immediately flying or walking around here at all?
The first thing I'm gonna do. I wish I had something like detect magic, but I don't.
I have a wand of detect magic, but as soon as you used it, you would become uninvisible.
Yeah.
So never mind.
I would like to do. I want to do something that's between an Arcana check and an Investigation check. Both of them are the same amount for me. They're both plus 15.
Mm-hmm. What's your intent? What are you trying to do?
I want to see if there's anything up in the air that is like going to trigger a trap, or if there's anything magical, like a magical barrier bubble kind of thing that would I would just go up and boom. Ow!
Right. Like yeah. Sure.
Because we know that something is guarding Deli.
Yeah, I mean, she's at least kept securely somewhere.
I meant the fact that that we couldn't scry on her.
I mean, that might be the entire base, right? There's like a giant illusion over it.
We couldn't see it. Yeah.
And that is in fact what it is. The entire base is protected from all like scrying and divination stuff. Yeah. So Jordan, let's do an investigation check. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
Does anyone have a spell like detect, like locate creature?
I think so.
What we should have done that too. Like, see, do we detect Deli nearby?
Yeah. I mean, if divination doesn't work, then I think locate creature is divination. So I think.
Well, I mean that we're inside it now, so I would think that maybe it would work now, but I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
We could Arcana it to see if we can figure
I
that out.
believe that either Benedict or Surge has locate creature. I'll check.
Could we beforehand? Could we
I don't know if that would be worth it before Audrin gets back.
Benedict does have locate creature. It's also a 4th level spell.
Oh,
It's
never mind.
It's a 4th level spell, and it only tells you the direction.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
Right, and we may not even be able to actually.
Yeah, might fizzle.
It may just not work.
Completely.
I was gonna say before.
We know Deli's here.
I was gonna say beforehand if we could do like Arcana to see if that would even work inside here. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do a straight roll with investigation. Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. Well, what do you think of that?
22.
Wish there was
advantage. That's pretty good. I think what the first couple things you notice is because you're focusing on like getting up to the higher levels, I assume, right? I'm gonna grab my magazine. Find it. Whoa! Just dropped a book on my head.
Don't do that.
I think the first thing you notice is that on one of the higher decks here, there's multiple ships being lifted up. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to read this thing now. that I didn't get to read before because none of you saw the base, but I'll just actually read the description of the base now so you get a sense of it. The stronghold of the Crimson Fleet matches perfectly the pirates' vile nature, a sodden mass of boats and piers squatting over a filthy, reeking salt marsh. What at first looked like a layer of mist over the water is in fact a layer of seething insects, gnats, and mosquitoes and flies that choke the air. The wooden piers dip perilously in places, and the boats moored to them are often lashed together. Totems and effigies hang everywhere, carved whale bones depicting evil, twisting things that surely the gods would not let draw breath. Moldy corn dolls representing deformed men, and bundles of feather and poorly preserved animal carcasses and bones. Gibbets hang from masts by thick, hairy ropes, and these hold emaciated figures that move fitfully now and then. One of these called out and saw you originally. One of these, the guys in the gibbets. Which they're not really noted on the map, but there's a couple of them like scattered around. Several wooden shacks perch on thick stilts around the maze of piers and ships, and a 2-story stone tower rises at the center of a rocky islet. But the most impressive sight stands at the eastern edge of the complex. Here, a towering mass rises from the swamp, dragging itself from the choked waters in a dizzy mockery of healthy architecture, based around a pair of gigantic trees. A schizophrenic ship's graveyard, the melded corpses of half a dozen boats and caravels have been lashed and bolted together at differing heights among the trees, balanced precariously above the waters below. Ropes, ladders, and narrow walkways tangle through the structure, which towers to a height of 100 feet. It looks almost as if some immense spider that spins ropes and rusted chain as webs has claimed these trees as its lair, and the 6 ships are its desiccated and partially eaten victims. The entire structure creaks and moans as if it were ready to collapse, yet somehow cannot. So yeah, as you fly higher and you're being careful about all this, there's no like magical bubble that you stumble upon or anything like that. You do notice that on one of the decks of the higher ships, let's see if I can find which one it was specifically. Yeah, here we go. The one of the ships has a bunch of cannons that is pointed downward. You can't really see it that well from where you guys were originally. But when once you're getting closer and looking up into the trees, you see that one of the decks of the ship has like rows of cannons that are like with cannoneers that are pointed down at this ship, like down below and whatnot, right? Like, so if you would try to, like, if you'd still try this, if you try to go up manually, like they will be firing at you with cannons on the way up to the higher levels, right?
That's exciting.
Like, I think you think they can fire on. Yeah, okay, here. Let me see if I can get an arc here. They can fire from. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if any of you had stepped out that first door, that other door, that second door, y'all would have been hit by cannons too, because they have an arc from D8 to E3. Yeah. One of the, cannons can shoot from like here. You're guessing this arc here, Jordan. Like from here to here, like that's covered by a cannon, and then there's another cannon that covers like here to here, right? So coming up to the ship from this direction is going to meet with cannon fire. Beyond that, there's like, various stuff up at the top. There's some pirates. Will look like maybe captains or more important people up in the decks of those ships up there. You see there's not a whole lot else on the actual decks of the ships that you can see immediately. But there's a lot of like space underneath, like in the galleys and under the deck of all the ships that probably have rooms and things. Yeah, I don't think anything else jumps out to you. But yeah, so nothing magical that you immediately notice, but you do see cannons. So yeah,
Okay,
how
well-
how close are you getting? Like, how are you landing on one of the decks? Like, where are we going?
Would anybody be opposed to me taking a quick detour?
I mean,
You're invisible on your own.
Yeah, you're invisible on your own. It's
you
up
make
to
your
you.
own path.
What were you
Caleb,
thinking?
I'm thinking of trying to booby trap these cannons
Ah, nice.
so
I was
that
hoping for that.
they, when they go to use them, they either just fall apart entirely,
Mhm.
or just render them completely useless, or they like actually fire on the wrong ship, or like they fire on themselves.
Right, like blow up as soon as they're
Yeah,
fired.
some sort of malfunction happens. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I want to rig them.
Let me go ahead and drag you to this other map.
It's not considered an attack, is it?
I think it's just tinkering. It would be like picking a lock, right? Or tinkering.
So here's one of the ships up here. This is just kind of like to show the various parts of it. It's not really. This is not exact to scale. Some of these are on top of each other and whatnot. But here's the deck of the ship that has the cannons right here and right here. So yeah, if you go over there, you can check it out.
Yeah.
Let me look at what this says. So as you land on the deck of this old keel boat is cluttered with barrels, lumber, crates of cannonballs, coils of rope, and other supplies. A thick tangle of rigging extends from the tree's trunk to the ship's railings in the forward mast. You see a few Crimson Fleet, will look like, more important than just regular pirates, like captains or something. Milling about on this deck. I believe they're manning some of the cannons as well. Yep. So two of them are at the cannons. They're not like on high alert yet, or it's been an hour, so they're not like rearing ready to go and with the cannons primed or anything like that. But they are standing there ready to man them as soon as they have opportunity to. So there's a pirate next to each of them. I don't believe they notice you. Yeah, so you land on the deck and they don't immediately turn around or anything. So you can sneak up and try to mess with the. But yeah, they're standing right next to the cannons.
Okay.
You'd have to like distract them somehow first, probably, to get access to them.
All right.
But yeah,
First, I need to figure out what I'm doing to the cannons to mess them up.
Right. Real quick, behind you over here, at the aft of the ship, there's a ladder that leads up to another ship.
Okay.
That's above this one, and then this leads down to the ship on the map behind the previous map. This rope ladder thing.
It leads down to the previous ship.
The previous ship, like in the other map that we were on. Yeah.
Oh, at least to the one that we were on.
No, well, yeah, the
like
one that was on the other map that you can actually see. Yeah.
I see.
So it goes down.
Okay, so how do I sabotage a cannon?
And then I believe that there's like something going down onto the deck here.
How heavy are cannonballs?
Pretty heavy. I think they might be in the compendium. Let me check. Cannon. Oh, hey, there's a monster in here called Cannon.
That's concerning. It's more concerning that you now know about this monster.
It's just like the stats for a cannon as a monster. Let's see. Cannonballs. It's not telling me how much they weigh. I assume a lot. Yeah, it's not saying. Let me look. Cannonball weight. Depends on the size of the cannonballs. I would say maybe like 8 to 10 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like there's two cannons up here. So yeah, what's your plan?
So would you say it's not more than 10 pounds?
No, I would say it's not more than 10 pounds.
Okay. I think I have a plan.
All right. You use some
So-
mage hand action.
Because apparently I can mage hand cannonballs.
Yeah.
Um,
I love it.
So to fire a cannon, you load in a bunch of gunpowder, then you load in the cannon, right? Or the ball, right? And then they light it, and the gunpowder fires off the cannon or the ball. Is that correct? Am I understanding mechanics of a cannon?
Sorry,
correctly?
say it again.
So
Yes.
cannon, you load in the gunpowder. After the gunpowder, you load in the cannonball. The fuse lights the gunpowder and pushes the cannonball out of the cannon. Is this
I think that's
correct?
a really oversimplified yes.
I think that's it. I think
I guess, how are you messing with this invisible with people around? Is my question.
Yeah, he's gonna have to distract them and have them go away somehow. But
Oh, okay.
they're standing right next to it for right now.
I have an idea for this, but I need to figure out how I'm doing this first, because how I'm doing this and what I'm doing will change how this is happening, or change what's happening.
The easiest way to do it would be to like plug the barrel somehow, right, without them knowing.
My thought is like, if I loaded in a ball when they're not expecting one to be in there, and then they load one in, then there would be two that would clog it. Because
it might lead to it exploding, but it might. Yeah, I don't know. Let's check. How to load a cannon wrong. Okay, yeah. You're supposed to like re-wet it and wash it out so there's no like excess gunpowder.
See, my thought is if I just pour in a whole bunch of gunpowder.
Yeah, that would be the easiest way, I think, right? Too much gunpowder makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense in my mind. Too much gunpowder would just make it go boom right there
Yeah, exactly.
instead of boom out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know much about cannons.
Me neither. I'm learning right now. Yeah, that's probably an easy way to attempt it.
How big are the cannons?
I think they're large, like this size.
So like,
Here on the map.
hold on, let me scoot
They're on the
it.
map right here.
Yeah. So this is so stupid. This is stupid.
I love it. Let's do it.
I don't know if this would. Well, it's not an attack. All right. Here's another stupid idea. I could use a pit on these cannons.
Get out of here. Stop. I hate this stupid magic item so much. I am going to divert. It will never appear in any of our campaigns ever again.
That is genius, but I think that would definitely give it away that something's happening.
It would raise suspicion for sure. Everybody would be like, "Why is my cannon in a pit?"
Also, what untriggers invisibility?
Attacks and spells.
Attacks or spells? Okay. Yeah, okay.
I don't know if that counts.
Oh,
honestly don't.
Jordan. I mean, if they can't find you, I don't think it matters that much, right?
But they're going to be on more. Well, no, I don't know. It might
No,
already
yeah,
be
you
But
know,
that
I
might be, but that might be fine though, because we're gonna distract them later with a major image, and that's gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
So it
I
might
think
just be fine.
I think the one issue would be I would probably have them make perception checks to notice that Audryn is there, like and have a chance to beat that 22 instead of their passive. That would be the risk you're taking. But yes, I think you could put pits underneath these cannons.
But how many pits do you have versus how many that
Thing is
are
2.
there?
There's only 2 cannons, so
Oh. But are the cannons going to be that big of a deal?
so Jordan, Audryn would know this. Cannons can do 8d10 bludgeoning damage if they hit you.
That's a lot. But I mean, my only thought is the goal is that because they're facing down. So the goal is that we are above them, so they can't hit us at all.
Yeah.
Listen, I think this would be a great idea. Like, do some more reconnaissance, right? And then if it's just like, okay, I'm done,
That's
I'm
true.
wrapping up, then just do that as you're like heading
That's
back,
fair.
right?
That's
kind of a thing, right? Don't do it right this second.
Or if things start going poorly and we need to get rid of the cannons.
Yep. That makes sense, Jordan. You keep reconnaissing,
Reconnaissing.
reconnoitering for now.
Recognize. Better recognize. Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue to do this.
Okay, do you want to go up or down? There is a deck below this ship that you could investigate. Like rooms on the inside of the ship that you could check out. Or you can climb the ladder to the deck of the other ship above this.
So I can go up, you said? Or I can go
Basically,
I can go in,
the
or I can
ship
go
you're
down?
yeah, you can go in or up.
in or up.
Yeah, down would be back to the ship that you already know. I guess you haven't been in the deck of under the deck of the ship below you, technically. The one that was like on the map, on the previous map.
Let me go in first.
Go into this ship that you're on right now.
Yeah.
So you would end up over on this map over here,
Boop, 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 boop.
all the way over here.
Ah.
And you would enter this first room. Round table surrounded by half dozen chairs sits in the center of this room. A dented lantern rests atop it. Hanging from the walls are 6 hammocks. I don't think. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. 4 men are here right now. They look like similar to what Vanthus looked like, where they're kind of like half demon, fiendish looking dudes. They're probably like pirate captains of some sort. I'm pretty sure the ones above you on the deck were also like this.
Okay.
Let me double check. This is. Oh no, these are the people that went up on the deck. Sorry, I wrote in something wrong earlier. As to where. Yeah, G4. Okay. Yeah, so there are 4 fiendish human pirate captains on the deck now that were in this room. So, but it's empty right now, and then there's a corridor going back deeper into the ship. Would you like to explore?
Yeah.
Feel free to move your token around. Everything, it should be pretty obvious. Like there's doors and stuff.
Yeah. Boop, boop, boop.
Just tell me where you're going.
And I'm not gonna be while I'm doing this, I'm being very cautious of any traps or anything.
Yeah.
So should I roll like an investigation for traps?
I think you're. Let's have you. No, I don't think so. Either we would take that 22, or we would use your passive perception.
Okay.
I think we'll leave it at that. But there's no traps yet. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing's jumped out to you. You gonna head in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So you get into that larger. This is just like a little hallway, but if you get into this larger room over here, You see a grotesque scrimshaw statue of a towering two-headed monster that dominates the chamber. The statue is composed of numerous huge whale bones that have been filed and fitted together like a jigsaw puzzle. The entire thing has an unsettling quality about it, almost as if the two skull-like faces could see. An iron brazier filled with ashes sits between the statue's feet, and clutched in its tentacles is a single curious metal orb. So this is definitely Demogorgon, like a statue of Demogorgon. Some sort of shrine or something. What do you do?
I'd like to Arcana check that the metal orb.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Feeling
Nice.
22.
Gotta check all the orbs. You can't trust an orb.
So you can tell from looking at it that the metal globe clutched by the statue is a puzzle orb made of interlocking slats and panels. Twisted and folded in the proper manner. You think the orb is going to open up like a metal rose based on what you're looking at here. And you know that if you were to go over and fiddle with it, you could open it up like it's supposed to.
Keeping that in mind. Boop, 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 boop. There wasn't anything else in there interesting to me. Like there's not a desk with a journal on it or anything like that.
No, it was like a shrine, it looks like, right? There's like
Yeah.
brazier full of ashes below the statue and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay, then we will continue on down this hallway.
All right. If you go into that next room there, a U-shaped table sits in this room surrounded by wooden chairs. Dozens of scrolls lie heaped up on the table, weighed down by several gold paperweights that resemble ships at sea. On the far wall hangs a map of the known seas and civilized lands.
What are on the scrolls?
Yeah, so as you look through, this seems pretty obviously like the Crimson Fleet's war room, right? This is like where they do their planning and stuff and sit around this table and talk and plan stuff. An investigation reveals numerous notes, logs, ledgers. It reveals that they've sent shadow pearls to no fewer than 35 different cities, is what you see written somewhere. However, aside from the fact that each of these deliveries was accepted by an unnamed but powerful ally, the exact locations are nowhere to be found on these documents. At least, you know, your cursory, I assume you're not spending hours pouring through these, but like you're good at investigating stuff and you look through them and nothing jumps out to you as like, here's where we went it, you know, where it went. And here's the, like, they seem to have, if they had records of that, they seem to have burned them or something, right? Like they've gotten rid of them. Further investigation of the notes here turns up several references to an event called the Savage Tide, which you are familiar with at this point. Some of these notes seem to indicate that the Savage Tide will be occurring soon, but once again, an exact date is missing. They seem to have been careful not to leave, you know, computer RPG journals about with the exact information you need, right?
That's rude.
Yeah, I know.
How dare. We're on a computer. This is an RPG. Where's my stuff?
And then
Anyway,
if you go into that last room,
you see the dead body of.
this long room is split into two sections. To the starboard near the door stands an oak bookcase, its shelved heap with tomes of all shapes and sizes. A large padded chair sits nearby. To port, an oversized bed is flanked by an ivory wash tub and an elegant writing desk. There's no one in here right now, but it does look like the books on the shelves are 7 rare history books of various sorts. Looks more like a, you know, collection for a hobbyist or something rather than like pertinent information to what you would be looking for. But looks like this is there's 7 giant, like big tomes.
I have a bag of holding.
Oh, okay, all right, sounds good. Yeah, you steal the books. They're going to be worth 150 GP a piece when you finally are able to sell them. So there you go.
Sell them.
Rare history. Yeah, fair enough. You're Audrey.
Bro, I'm going to read them. I'm going to copy them. And then I'm going to give them to the
Adamant League.
The Adamant League.
Yeah. It looks like someone's like off, you know, room, someone's quarters with their stuff in it, but they're not here right now. Probably up on deck somewhere or somewhere about the base, milling about. But yeah, that's all you find in there.
Score for Audrin.
You gonna go up from there? Go back on
Yeah.
the deck and then go up.
Yep.
All right, let me double check where this goes. We got G2. Now we've officially gone past my preparation.
Well, good thing it is getting late then.
It is, yeah. I'm gonna double check real quick and see like if there's something more climactic that I can reveal as like our last thing that Audrey sees. But yeah, we'll probably wrap up here soon.
I can think of a few things, but I don't want them.
Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't like detailed the upper rooms yet, so I don't know exactly where I want to throw things in. Okay, this one leads up to H1. So that is right over here. So you go up this way. You're on a deck of another ship. And you see the deck of this ship is cluttered with coils of ropes, crates, and other nautical supplies. A horrendous figurehead of a demonic two-faced abomination hangs from the ship's bow, which has been extended into a square platform that provides an unobstructed view of the surrounding salt marsh. There is a dude on the deck here. Two pirates, I think. One looks like one of the like fiendish captains that you're familiar with, that you've seen around. And
we'll call him Yar.
And there's another. There's a gal, like tough-looking gal pirate.
Her name is Har.
Here with it, and they seem to be like flirting or something, right? Like they're obviously like together.
Trying to make Yar Har.
Like they are. And we're gonna move right past that as quickly as possible.
What's it supposed to be?
Like obviously it's been in like an hour since you guys did the rope trick, and so like obviously they were on alert before, but now they're starting to get more relaxed, and you know they're just kind of like talking casually and touching each other and flirting and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it hasn't gone like super far. They're on the deck of a ship, but like
it's that's where we end.
Yeah, so
today.
dramatic. Yeah,
so dramatic.
It's obvious that they're like together. And then you see, let's see what F2 there is. A bridgeway to the right there leads to a different ship. Is that one up here? There's so many different ships going on up here. Yeah, okay. Wait, no. This leads down, I think. Oh yeah, here we go. There's walkways behind you that lead up to other ships. It does look like there is another ladder going down into the deck of the ship if you'd like to check it out. You're just systematically going through each of these one by one. You haven't actually run into anyone yet in terms of like blocking your path from getting place to place. So
yeah, you said there's the one on the right and one that goes down.
Yeah, so the like up at the northern end of that ship is like a rope walkway that goes back down to another ship below you. But I think it's one you've already been on.
Okay. Then I don't want to go to the one that I've been on.
Yeah. So do you want to go in the deck or up another level?
Let's go in the deck first.
Okay. You first arrive in a waiting room. Seems like there's a single round table and several chairs here. Some sort of meeting room or whatever. And then there's a door to your north and to your to the east. I assume you just check both of them out.
Yeah, I'll go to the north door first.
Okay. North door.
More door. Less door.
Is trapped. So let's check. Yeah, let's have you make a roll now. Go ahead and make a. So you said you're like being careful and looking for traps every time you go through one of these. Let's have you make an investigation check.
2, 4, 6, 8. Please be a good investigate.
Ooh, yeah, it was like a high one. It was like a DC 30. Like it was very well trapped. You find it last second. The door is trapped and locked. It is a. Do you want to make an Arcana check for me? So you can figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I think you have a. Yeah. I think you have a good idea what it is. It is going to drain energy from you. It's like going to do like necrotic damage or something.
Okay.
Don't need any more of that.
Seems pretty powerful. But yeah, the room is beyond, the room is locked, so there's probably something valuable inside. If you'd like to try to disable the trap and unlock the door or whatever, you could try to do that.
Do I have an idea how the spell is transferred?
It is by touch. So like you didn't actually touch the door yet, right? Like you're just investigating, you're looking at it around and you're like, yeah, if I touch that handle, like I'm just gonna die.
Does Mage Hand get rid of invisibility?
It
That's
is a
a spell.
spell, I assume, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take note that this is here, and we're going to come back to this with the full crew. And then I'm just
Yep.
going to do this with Mage Hand.
Sounds good. Yep, makes sense. And then in that last room, you find one Alisanne Boskel. And this is where we'll end our session today. You see a huge canopied bed, complete with diaphanous silk curtains hanging from its sides, that dominates this sumptuous chamber. To the stern, a locked cupboard sits in a nook near the door. So this is like his bedroom or something. And I think, let me just double check what he's doing in here in particular. Yep, okay.
No, I don't know who this is.
No, I don't believe you do.
And I don't think Deli would have been able to describe him. Well, actually, but you were part of. No, you weren't part of the Crimson Fleet before. Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Would you know who he is because of that then?
Caleb, do I know him?
Oh, that's a good question. When were you part of the Crimson Fleet?
I was young. It was like, I actually don't know how old Audrey is.
Deli, how many
20s.
years? Give me years. We already know Deli's true age at this point. So give me years. How many years has it been since the Shadow Pearl incident happened with Deli?
Give me a second.
And then Jordan, how old are you? How old is Audrey?
He's in his like early 20s.
Oh, then it would have been by then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So yes, you would know whether or not you've ever met the guy. You've certainly heard of the man, so you would recognize him on sight, except for the fact that he's been changed. So before we had a intimidating dragonborn warlord guy, right, like pirate captain dude. And it seems like there was a whole little character arc that happened off screen here, where he felt like all of his men were slowly taking on this fiendish form thing that was giving them power, and he was reluctant to do it for years. He never gave into it. And after something happened recently, whether or not it was Vanthus showing up with Lavinia or whatever, right? It seems like we would have seen a scene of this if this was like a show of him finally giving in to the transformation sequence. And so we see fiendish dragonborn pirate lord, right? And he is, I think he's probably just talking with Xiao Fa, I would assume, about something. Maybe Xiao Fa is just saying I assume they use something like a rope trick, some simple thing that would allow us to mean that we cannot pinpoint their exact location until it's time for them to strike. And this base blocks all attempts at divination, a boon as well as a curse. And then Alisanne's just Alisanne's just kind of shaking his head, and he says, "It does no matter. We will find them soon enough, and we will kill them." And yeah, so we get that last shot. Does Audrin do anything? Does he attack them immediately? Does he?
I'd like to immediately execute
Xiao
Fa.
Yeah.
No,
Unfortunately, you're not
forget-
an assassin.
Yeah, no.
If it was Anna here,
You should have
she would've-
bought me for that. I would have killed him, and then I would have gone to the Blood Sisters and become a blood mother.
I want to. I want to cough. No, I want to very quickly see if there's anything of interest in the room that I can glance at, learn something, and then get the heckin' out of there.
Yeah. I don't think so. Like there isn't like I think the one thing you think about is you might be able to listen in on their conversation more and get something more. But like there's no obvious like documents or maps or anything like that around here.
Yeah. And I didn't have to open a door to get in here.
You did, but I'm assuming I think and yeah, we'll say it's like it was open a crack because like Xiaofa came to like meet with them. So you're looking through the crack, like listening.
Okay. I'll probably stay and try to get a little more info, but not not very long.
Sure. Yeah. So I'll give the rest of that conversation there. They Xiaofa basically says, "Are you going to join in the defenses then, Alisan? Or are you going to stay here and mope?" And Alisan growls at him and says, "You want your place. You stay in your place, Xiaofa. I am here to guard the treasury. There are plenty of bodies to get in the way. If it truly comes down to it, I will take up arms, and then they will know the true wrath of Demogorgon." And Xiaofa says, "Are we going to move Delhi?" And then
would they call her Delhi or would they call her Deltheria?
Yeah, he would say Deltheria. You're right. Are we going to move Deltheria? They're obviously coming to get her. And Alisan laughs to himself. He's like, "Let them. I want to see them try. It will be amusing to me." Yeah, and then that's about as far as the conversation goes before you're like, oh, you can see Xiaofa's body language is like he's about to go to the door, right? So you're like, I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, I gotta get out of here.
Cool. Yeah, and so I think we see Audryn like sneak away to. Are you gonna further investigate? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna further investigate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the lowdown. I'm gonna find Delhi. Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, but this is a great place to end because I haven't detailed the like where Delhi is specifically and all that stuff, so I can make sure I have all that prep for next time. Good stuff. Yeah, but that's a fun place to end on. With him swearing to rip you guys in two, and that he wants to see you try to get Delhi. That'll be fun, amusing to him. And then we see Audryn slip away. Xiaofa. Maybe we see Xiaofa like as the last shot. Like we see him step out of the door and then like pause momentarily, like sniff, and then keep walking. Like he almost noticed something. He's like, "I noticed that smell." Cool. Well, there you go. That's been Terra Invicta. Fun session. I'm glad you guys finally made it out of that combat. We'll find out more next time.
I sneak, a sneaky through boat. Take that, Jaffa. Take that,
All right.
Jaffa.
We'll go ahead and end here and do a quick after show and wrap it up for tonight.
And remember, in our after show, what happens, Caleb? What happens that Anna does?
Oh yes, we're gonna find out when Anna would have pulled the deck of many things card. We'll find out in just a second. All right, see ya.